Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you with a little late night money, some look ahead lines for Monday, July the 1st. Welcome on into the show, everybody. Hope everybody had a nice Sunday of whatever you did today. I had a nice day. 2-1 with the plays on the sites. Free picks not as good. Get those on track, but what am I going to do here? Number one on one site, number two on another, number three with baseball. Nice baseball season overall. But again, free picks, we got to get them on track after a losing day here. Only 3 games on the agenda tomorrow, so not much going on there. The Detroit Lightning special here. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. He went in, he made these for me. Thank you for that. Promo code midday. Again, let me get rid of that one. As much as like the promo code, it just seems too much sometimes. Polls are up, winning free picks. YouTube, Sean Higgs, YouTube as well. Answer the poll questions. Cost you nothing to do. Twitter, give me a follow up, Mr. Sean Higgs. There is that. And let's, I know we did the short show this morning. I was run out. And I want to even mention it last night. ESPN Plus had a thing. Best rosters in the NFL. I'm a Dallas guy. The six best roster for the Cowboys. Zeke Elliott is running back. Pollard is no good. We let Zeke leave for Pollard, and then we bring him back. Older. Behind the offensive line, that's lost a couple guys. We got to replace. We're putting a couple rookies, a couple new starters in. Cancel your ESPN Plus. I don't care. It comes with Disney and Hulu. Gotta get rid of that. That alone will have me canceling it. No streaks in baseball. Nothing. They all went down today. And I went 2-1 on the sites. It could have been a debacle. Rangers end their 6-game losing streak. Padres 5-game win streak comes to an end. The Angels 6-game win streak comes to an end. I blame Mr. Numbers for that one. He came in and jinxed that puppy. Although did the White Sox win? The White Sox lost too, right? So that's Colorado ended their 5-gamer. So we took some of the brunt of those in the free pick section today here on a video, but Royals top play today winner, Arizona under winner, Angels were the loser. And look at that tomorrow's. We got them here tomorrow. I made banners. There's a couple games. It was like, wow, not much on the agenda. How the heck? 3 games? I get my thought process on the 3 games is that they want everybody playing July 4th for the fireworks, right? Makes sense. Stros and Jays, Hunter Brown, Yalil Rodriguez. I've been saying Hunter Brown's been getting better. Now, I haven't bet any games for tomorrow. I don't even know if I will. And this is, not to get on the tout side of selling kind of stuff. A day like this, someone buys a 3-day pass or whatever. And I'm going to get the email at noon, 2:30. You got no games up today. I don't know, man. I want to win. I don't just punch out a bunch of games, and I've put out 410 of them just because it's Monday and there's 3 games. Do I like the Astros tomorrow? Swinging the bats pretty well. Nice big series. Off the Mets. Extra innings affair. Toronto gets beat up by the Yanks. I shouldn't say get beat up by the Yanks. We cashed with them twice. I can't complain about doing that. We had them winners there. We'll take the splits there when we had them at plus money. Run line with the Stros here. How about just want to do an over perhaps 8.5? I don't know. I haven't moved on it. Maybe I'll do some ribby props tomorrow in this matchup. That's probably where I'll attack it when we do midday money tomorrow. The Mets we just mentioned. Peterson versus Core. I almost came in with Core. Not only as a free pick, but I had it loaded up on the site. I'm looking at it. Let's go start doing a little write up. Why I like Mackenzie Gore. Not been that great of late. Giving up some runs. I look at his. I like the batting average against in the whips. 293 batting average against at home. I was like, boy, I got to jump into this. Why is it so bad? And I see he started gave up 10 hits in. It happens, kind of skew the numbers a bit when every other game is, you know, 5 to 6 or something like that. He gave up 6 hits in 3 innings early versus Toronto. So, you've had some poor outings at home. Overall, the numbers, I'm not going to complain about his overall numbers. I mean, he's got a sub 3 ERA, 139 whip overall. Nothing sexy, not monster 2-1 strikeouts. He's efficient. He's faced the Mets. Mets got him for 6 runs beginning of the month. Started their hot streak. So I decided against that, even though part of me is like, hey, Mets off a kind of a scoring long season there, or series, I should say, excuse me for saying season, against the Stros, right? Same kind of reason why I was like, I don't want to bet the Stros after extra inning game. Bullpens worked a little bit. Do you take the Nats in Toronto? Do you just say the Toronto game over? I kind of like there the way they're hitting. Mets as well. Then I see the lefties, and I don't really want to run. Again, you don't have to bet. There's 3 games. You really got to bet them all. People will. I don't know. I don't have to. Brew Crew, Rockies, Bryce Wilson, Austin Gomber on the hill. A 150 spot for the Brewers. Anytime I see this, I'm not going to say because people want to just bet the Brewers because they're the favorite, I guess. Gomber had a nice start early. He was looking pretty good. The times or the tables have turned on him. Getting shelled of late. I mean, 5 runs, 4 runs, 8 runs, 4 runs, 3 runs. Last 5 starts, not good because before that, the guy had been pretty darn efficient. But a 6 ERA last 7 games. And I break it down this way how the guys are pitching. He had a 2.76 ERA at the end of May. Great May. 0.68 ERA. 172 batting average against 83 whip. Super May. We come into June. All right, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 innings. The ERA goes up a little bit. But here you go. The month of May. 3 to 4 to 8 to 4 to 5. 4 of those games on the road. The home game, 6 2/3, 5 hits, 4 earned runs. I don't know. That's a 9.39 ERA this month. Do I want to come back and say, oh, you know what? He had a couple rough ones. He's got a decent numbers at home because he has decent numbers at home. I'm not comfortable taking a 135 with the Rockies. It would be a Brewer run line or nothing. Maybe the way he's pitched. Do you look at some ribby props there? Like my guy Sal Frelick will be a nice 2-1. Although I don't think it'll be 2-1 in Colorado, but that's where I'll go. Him, Adame, yeah. Yellow Contreras, Adame in the middle of the lineup. What were the odds? I didn't look at the ribby props tonight, but that's where I'd be. We got some comments. Let's see what's going on here. All the way to the top. World Sports House. Crazy baseball card tomorrow. Jam-packed with nonsense here, Nick. Stros, Jays, Mets, Natties, Brewers, Rockies. And again, I look at it as it's got to be because it's July 4th. And instead of having that as a travel day, they punched today in as a travel day. And there's that. So these guys, you figure are playing 7 games this week. If you're a fantasy player, hey, Houston, Blue Jays, Mets, Nats, Brewers, Rockies, play all your guys are getting 7 full games this week. Everybody else will be playing 6. Mets likes the Mets versus Gore tomorrow. I don't listen. You've heard my little take there on Mackenzie Gore. T Money's in the house. Had a wonderful Sunday. 0-4 to head and props. Gotta love it. It happens, T Money. It's all right. But they were props. I'm sure they were plus money for you, so you don't get hurt. We're not laying. Let's see. What big faves got crushed today? Any big faves got on? The Braves laying 190. Braves loser. Phillies came back to win. Uh, where else would be? I mean, the White Sox has a 2-1. The White's unbelievable. Milwaukee wins. San Fran, I guess, would be a little bit of a shocker today. I mean, it could be worse. You could have been all in on the Braves. Taking Uruguay against a week behind USA in soccer. USA is an absolute joke. Uruguay in soccer. Stop Gio's and ask for you in the chat. Good luck on your tickets tomorrow and this week. Thank you. Stop Gio. Zeke back for a little farewell tool. Terribly. Farewell. Farewell right into a 7-10 season. And Stop Gio saying hello to Earl Sports. You know the card sinks, so I'm ready to bet the Mets run line. I mean, again, for me, am I going to run and do anything here tomorrow? Maybe the Toronto over. I'm going to get the email. They got to put something out because people pay, but will I be betting it? I don't know. That's the downside of the touting part. You're forced to put games out, even though you wouldn't be betting them. But Michael says, Higgs, shout out to the person who gave me a membership. Yes, Running on Michael, that was Razor Sharp, came in this morning show, gifted a bunch of memberships on the Sean Higgs YouTube. So you can check him out on YouTube and Twitter. But Michael likes the Stroh's run line. Stroh's run line plus 115. I like Hunter Brown. He's come around a little bit. I know you're. I'm going to call you Mr. RBI props. Yes. Maybe on some Met props, they should score 4 to 5 runs or worse. If they lose, go 10, which I doubt. No, I mean, I don't mind jumping onto some Met Ribby props there. It's. Again, Team Money, when I do the Ribby props during the week, it's like I try to find one. Again, I do one game because I'm not. Even if it's one a game, I talk about this during NFL Sleeper. Like, oh, you should do some kind of props. There's 15 games? So that's 50. I do one from every team. That's 30. And then I like to keep records. Although a lot of people say don't put the records up. Who cares about the records? I care about the records. I don't care if it loses because sometimes you lose. But just looking at the matchups today, I always try to find a game or two that I kind of drawn towards bad pitching and teams kind of hitting. Obviously, the Stros and the Mets are hitting pretty good. I mean, the Mets are hitting over 300 the last 2 weeks. Astros have been the best hitting team in the league, believe it or not, even though they're 500. They got the best batting average in the league. Problem is they're not really generating ribbies, but seem to be finding some ducks on a pond now, knocking in runs. They're 2 teams I want to look at. But I'm not going to, I'm not going to say, hey, we're taking Judge today as a ribby minus 110. I mean, you don't need to tune into some guy's free pick show, me or anybody, or you don't have to turn on a TV to know that a Judge Ribby prop. Well, I'm shocked you're taking a Judge Ribby prop. You're going to take a Bryce Harper Ribby prop. I need the plus monies. I need the 140s or above. Of T-Money's jumping on money on Markel for liking a favorite on the run line. Markel's upset. Free Mind is in the house, my guy. Good to see you, fella. Markel says, I'm a alternate 14 a Rocky total. Yeesh. Free Mind likes the Stros. I like Hunter Brown. He's pitched better. I've said this, Free Mind. I've said it before. But then parlay Brew Crew and the Trash Can Cheaters Astros plus 178. They're a plus 1. That's not a bad parlay for 2 faves. I mean, decent sized faves on the road. I'm definitely down on the over, Free Mind. I like the over tomorrow. Manila Markel is like in tennis. Nick Candy, always with the smiley face. Thank you, Nicholas. Davis coming in Milwaukee for the win tomorrow. Davis and Dennis, my guys, checking on Facebook with the likes. Thank you. Milwaukee wins tomorrow. Bryce Wilson also gone. Gomber's been bad. Again, so I might look at some Brew Crew ribbies, but you got to see what the numbers are. T-Money says, Sean, why in the heck is CP3 signing with the Spurs? That makes no sense unless they're offering some strippers, a new car, and a house on the Riverwalk. Probably because no one else wants to sign him. Let's go there. I mean, what do you want? You want him in Laker Town? Right? Him. Who else? Clay, CP3, LeBron, AD. It's great. Who else can you? What other aging veteran that'll hit the disabled list you could bring into that squad? He'll go in there and screw up Wemby, and then my Wemby is Sean Bradley will come to fruition. I don't know why they signed him. I guess they want like a. I mean, is that the veteran presence you want? Right? I mean, that's the way I look at it. Like they're trying to. T-Money. I saw that the Nets are trying to trade Ben Simmons for what? Ben Simmons? Who wants Ben Simmons? Yes, the Brew Crew tomorrow. As I said, against Gombrow's been bad. Warriors got spanked today. Bad. Here's the thing with that. And I'm going to throw Mr. Numbers out there. It's like, oh, Orioles, they stink. Their pitching woes continue. Their pitching woes continue. They're in first place still over the Yankees. They've got a better pitching staff. They've given up less runs, but they just had a 4-game win streak snapped versus a team who had dropped 6 in a row. And again, nobody's due to win a game when you're on a losing streak. But you lose 6 in a row, you're going to put a game together, right? And let's go through the games today. The Rockies had lost 5 in a row, winner. The Angels had won 6. The Tigers had lost 4 straight. Tigers with a big win. Padres had won 5 in a row. Boston breaks out of a 3-game losing streak. So you get to these things, and that's why sometimes we take these crazy dogs. I'm like, all right, I'll take a dog in this spot on a losing spell. Like, who is it worth the price? Like, to me, the Rangers today, Texas, Baltimore was what, minus 155. So you're getting back a 130-ish range. That didn't entice me enough. But you're going to lose after you win off a couple in a row. Team's going to break out of it. Orioles are still the best team in the American League. It's not close. It is not close. They're better than Cleveland, and they're better than the Yanks. T-Money says Money Markel's a tennis aficionado. He's in here. Why are you throwing in? He's throwing shade over here, Money Markel. You got to hit Money Markel on Twitter? Somebody said the CP3 is going to feed families. Wimby, I don't. Is that going to help him? Is this guy going to help him? That's the way you got to look at it. Defensive Player of the Year for Wemby. I get it. Let's go France to win tomorrow, says Davis. I knew you meant Wemby. The God in tennis, T-Money. Money on Markel. Jesse says, look at the lines, all 3 of them. I was bored. I had to come in. You know why I had to come in? Because the Cowboys as a 6th best roster, Jesse was just like, what the, who? What are we doing here? This is crazy nonsense. Crazy nonsense. They might be 500. You got 2 new offensive linemen, possible rookies, in a league that is all about edge rushers, putting pressure on the quarterbacks. And then you got a cinder block who has square wheels as a running back. Yeah. Let's fire up that $58 million a year contract for Dak. France TFO minus 163 at 5 a.m. T-Money says, Sean, I don't mind the O's the best American League, but it's not even close. I don't know about that. They aren't winning a championship at W. They're not winning a championship. Who's winning a championship? The Orioles will. You know what? I shouldn't say this because then it's like, oh, I would think 100% they go out and make a deal for Crochet, Gaussman, whatever pitcher. They have all the talent in the minors to go get a pitcher. What are you waiting for? You think the American League is good? You think Cleveland has two pitchers in a rotation with ERAs over 5 in McKenzie and Allen, or maybe McKenzie is 4.80. They're bad. They are bad. At least your bad pitchers aren't as bad as their bad pitchers, and I think you got a better offense top to bottom. And your farm system can dictate you going out and get more people. Who's better, the Yankees? The big bad Yankees went out and signed a guy the A's DFA'd. Who are they trading for? I'm telling you, their big trades, it's Josh Bell. They're not getting anybody. Who they're going to bring in here? What pitcher are they bringing in here? Let's think of a garbage. I mean, the Yankees get Let's call the White Sox to get Chris Flexen. The Yankees aren't better than them. Not happening. And who? One of Seattle, Houston, or Texas? Can one of those guys get hot? Possibly. I don't think the Astros have the depth to go get a good pitcher. They definitely need pitching. Seattle needs hitting, and Texas needs to be healthy. Question marks. I know you love the Phillies. I got problems with the Phillies. I got two guys in Suarez and Sanchez who are pitching way over their heads. Way over their heads. They'll come back to the pack. The Braves. To me, the Braves are a dangerous team simply because they are still a second or third best team in the National League. Probably third best team, right? You put Phillies, Dodgers had them. I still think they're better than the Brewers or anybody else or the Padres or the Mets. They will go get somebody. And that's a team, as much as say, oh, keep waiting. If that entire lineup doesn't hit the entire year, well, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked there. Who else? The Dodgers? I know people love the Dodgers. Let's look at that pitching staff. The Orioles, if they make a trade to get the best pitcher on the market, are the best team. It's not good. They need a reliever too. I think they should call the A's and get that relief pitcher, send whatever you got to get that relief pitcher, and then go after a starter, whether it's Crochet and whoever. You want to go crazy. Bring in Louis Roberts in the trade. Go for. There is no guarantee they're good this year or maybe in the next 3-year window. That you got to win today. Oh, look at all these young guys. We'll be good next year. Oh, we'll be good the year after that. We'll be good the next year. It's a win now. Michael B's in the house. I'm just wondering if I can have a day off. There's no days off, Jesse. You'll be off Thursday and Friday. No videos Thursday and Friday. Somebody says series wins, probably not even appearance, but they will definitely be good for the next few seasons. Again, what team in the American League is better than them? What team is better than them? And if they go out and get a pitcher like they should, what team is going out to get the best? They have the best minor league system. You didn't go out and get a pitcher. You got 3 pitchers on the injured list not coming back this year. You need to get a pitcher. Like in the Brewers game in Colorado. I gotta see. I might do some Brewer ribby props. Gomber's not been good, David. He's back to earth. Mike says, really nice weekend. Crush UFC. Great Sunday with the Giants, Texans, Texas, Stros, and Brewers. There you go. Nice. That's a nice sweep of the board there. Subject says, no, Jesse, you can't have a day off. I want free picks. Now. He wants them now. Willy Wonka. I don't like Willy Wonka. I saw on Twitter, who's that? All the Right Movies? And I don't know if anybody's on Twitter. Let's see. It says people are watching on Twitter. So if you're on the X, All the Right Movies, I enjoy it. They say like this movie came out X amount of years ago, and boom, and it gives you like a whole breakdown of things of people who auditioned for roles and just little stories behind it. I think they do a good job. I like the All the Right Movies. Phillies got me worried they're breaking down health-wise like the Rangers. Well, the Rangers aren't breaking down health-wise. They had been broken down the entire season. That's why you start the year with 7 starting pitchers on the disabled list. You got a problem. Your best hitter goes out. Your young stud goes out. You got some problems offensively. That's where they're at. Now, the Phillies losing Harper and Schwarber mid-year. We'll see how that goes. But you also have 2 starting pitchers that have never pitched like this before. That is my main concern. And if you're a Philly fan or if you're a Yankee fan with Louis Heel, like, oh, look at this guy. That is my concern of guy who's never done anything like this before. One thing for one guy to have a huge breakout. You have two guys having career years. Hey, two guys have career years. You're World Series bound. One guy has a career year. You're probably World Series bound because that's the guy. We've talked about this. Someone always has to come through where it's just a total shocker and unexpected, and that's how teams go on runs and this and that. So, are you gonna get both of those guys to do that? I don't know. I mean, we've seen what's his name today for Philly, kind of coming back to the pack a little bit. No, 6 runs for Suarez, 4 runs last game. I don't know. Is it a bad start or is he really like he was last year, a 4.18 ERA pitcher who doesn't strike guys out? His best year, 2022, 29 starts, 3.65 ERA, 155 innings. He's at 103 innings now. Is he tiring out because he only threw 125 innings last year? He's stretching out a little bit. He's hitting a little bit of a mini wall. Michael B. 3 games tomorrow. That's a summer stinker. Yeah, listen, I was talking about the beginning of the show. It's got to be, and I can say it 100% for sure. They probably switch it up. July 4th is Thursday. They want everybody playing Thursday. Day games, fireworks at night, early games Thursday for fireworks after the games kind of stuff. Free agency kickoff in the NBA. Cannot believe Clippers gave Harden $70 million. Well, Paul George left. They got to pay somebody. So there you go. The question is, why is it a shocker? They want a name. Jesse Groovy says, take the day off, Jesse. I think I'm better on Cleveland than you are, Sean. Ramirez is having a great year, but I think we are pulling straws when it comes to the O's in Cleveland. Cleveland's offense has finally come alive. I will take the Oriole offense. No, Daryl. I'm looking at an over in that game. I would say over. No, thank you to the Jays. Over to tomorrow and on All-Star base. What's Groovy? What is it? Take the day off tomorrow and on the All-Star game. That's what it is. Take the day off tomorrow and on All-Star game. 4-0 on Soccer Day from David. There you go. Post those puppies in the chat after the fact. We got a comment section on YouTube. You can fill out some soccer. You know I don't know soccer, David. But please, if you're putting out soccer, don't be putting crazy crap in here like minus 460s. I don't know who we had some wacko come in here, David. I'm not saying you're the wacko. Coming in here, and then T Money is like, bro, they're minus like 385. And then Ray Reddington, who pops in every once in a while, he's a soccer guy, but he comes to football, hockey. And he's like, whoa, what are you doing here? Minus 985s or something. So they can't be like that. Don't post those in here. We don't like that. Michael B. Phillies were a little overrated. They had a cupcake schedule. They did have a cupcake schedule. We talked about that. I went through them like, who did they play with a winning record? Nobody. I think they played 4 games versus a team with a winning record. Dave says, I'm on Venezuela to win the Copa at 28-1. Is it still 28-1, or is that a early before the tournament started kind of price tag for the Copas? Michael says, Cleveland, I don't know. Come playoff time, who's in rotation scares you? Guys having career years and up and down lineup. Again, here's the Cleveland. You got Carlos Carrasco starting tomorrow. Okay? Let's talk about Cookie Carrasco. Now, will he be a starting pitcher in the playoffs for them? I don't know. I mean, you have Tanner Beebe's having a nice year, and Lively's having a good year. Are you waiting for who's a kid? Gavin Williams, I think's the young guy. He's been out. Cookie Carrasco is 37 years old with a 5.27 ERA on the season. That's the guy. Be like Cookie Carrasco's in rotation. Not a good one. McKenzie, who I love. I think the guy's a good young pitcher. 2 years ago, fabulous. Last year he was hurt. Bad 5+ ERA. This year, 5+ ERA. The walks are ridiculous. 50 of them in 75 innings. Uh, the, so again, is that your three starter in the playoffs? Logan Allen, 5.75 ERA. Who's another starter for them? Xavier Curry is a 5.74 ERA in three starts. I mean, Kwan's having a great year. Fry's having a great year. Ramirez is quietly a MVP type guy every season. Naylor's having a good year, 20 homers. I'll throw out the 240 average. I don't care about that. The guys, come on. Uh, we're really comparing this team to the Orioles. That's the comparison. They're an Oriole team. No, Brian's in the house. What do you say, Brian? That could be the bullpen's elite. We're talking Cleveland's bullpen's elite. Absolutely, I like Cleese. I they have a good bullpen. Who are they getting? And again, they're in competition. If the Orioles and uh, my Oriole belief is they're going to go and get Crochet, Croquette, whatever the guy's name is, him if he's on the block. Were they going to say no? You take Fetty. I don't know if but Fetty maybe not. With that team behind him, he'll be pretty good. Who knows? Uh, Gausman, Bassett. I take both of them. I don't care. I want as many starting pitchers as possible. And I'd love to see them trade Kerstad or one of their youngsters and go get Mason Miller from Oakland. Why is Oakland holding on to that guy? You're playing in a minor league park next year. Nobody's excited to see you play. You're in the area up there, Mike. Are people excited to go see Oakland play? Trade him for some young guy. Again, Orioles have to. I don't care. They have to. Maybe next year. Maybe next year when everybody's up. Maybe. Remember, remember when the Nats pulled that crap in like 2012 with Strasburg, and then it took them like 8 years to get back there. They're like, oh, we're gonna rest them. We'll be good next year. They weren't good next year, and the guy, his career's over because he's got arm problems. Never. You can't wait. There is no next year. The show says, I don't think the Phillies are overrated. They're one of 3 or 4 best teams in baseball. They can't win every game. I'm not saying they're overrated. I'm saying that they played a cupcake schedule, as we mentioned a couple shows ago. You have 2 guys who are pitching way over the heads. They never pitched like this before. And one of the guys just got shelled again for the second straight game. And it was against Miami. It's and you're never as good as you're great. You're never as bad as you're worse, kind of stuff. You know how they say those kind of things. The fact is, you lost. He got shelled by Miami. Gave up 6 runs to a Marlins team. Little tired arm. It happens. And again, you have Tim, Suarez, and Sanchez, 2 guys who've never pitched like this before. If they pitch like this all season, yeah, I'll say they win the World Series if you get pitching like that the entire year. But that is such a rarity for a team to come out of blue. Or 2 guys on a team come out blue like that. Oakland closer Miller incredible. I saw him in person. Free tickets right behind the dugout. Yeah, I think the O should 100% give a top prospect for him because Krimble's terrible. Get a relief pitcher who that's it. Game's over. Game is over. You could still get Gausman or Barrios or Bassett, or if it comes down to Fetty, maybe when you make the deal for Miller, you get J.P. Sears or somebody. I don't know who they're getting off of Oakland as a pitcher. I just want to take as much talent as I can. Sports money, Mikey PODs that has small slate tomorrow. Yeah, not much on the plate tomorrow, Mike. I kind of like the over the Stros game. I'd almost want to come back on the over in the Mets game as well, right? I mean, Stros and Mets both hitting the ball really well. Gores has been so-so at home. I mentioned his 293 batting average against. Not that good. Got shelled in a couple of games. Mets got him for 6 runs on June 3rd, I believe, if my memory served me correct. And that Brewers, Colorado. Mr. Hill loves the O's over on Tuesday versus the Seattle Mariners. Or is this for today you're talking about? The game's over for today. You like the over tonight's game. Michael Bay, look forward to watching baseball games at Sacramento. I like Rally's Field. Nice park. It's going to be over city. Watch a guy like Judge hitting that park should be fun. Yeah, it's a minor league park. It's ridiculous. Wonder how long some of the books will take to adjust to that. They remember. Chris Brady's in house. It's been a minute, Chris. How are you? Not sure about tomorrow, but the Brewers are only 88 away from home as a favorite. 5-11 on the run line as an away fave. They are 25-19 though on a run line. I mean, you can't. That's a pretty good number there. That being said, obviously at a 23-21 road record, they're losing games, say 4-3 or whatever the case may be. Gomber has not been good. His last 5 starts in June, I mentioned earlier in the show, the guy's got a 9.80 ERA in his 5 starts this month. Terrible. The great start, April and May, gone. Hello, Rocky Baseball. 50 wins on the horizon. I don't want to bet him tomorrow. I mean, run lines -110. If you want to, I'm not going to say no to a Brewers. I know you got the stats here. The Rockies are bad. The pitcher's been terrible. I can't say let's take the Rockies because of these stats, because the other stats outweigh that, especially the starting pitcher stat. So those are my things. Those are my things with backing Gomber. No, thank you. No, thank you, Mundo. Michael B. I might go to the opening day next year if the prices are not crazy. Expect the A's to have some good crowds for at least the first couple months. Sacramento comes out for its pro team. Come on. What are they going to charge for tickets in a minor league park? That's what I want to know. How do you charge crazy when it's not the facilities like a major league park? How does that work? They should be, you're playing a minor league park and you're fielding a minor league team. This should be like going to a minor league baseball game. $22 best seats in the first level. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. Anyway, so listen, it's July, which means I got to get onto some NFL and college football previews later this month, obviously. I don't put those out till August. But I need some help with thoughts of, do I bring back our contests for things we used to have a little contest for college football. It was a mix. We had a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday I think was involved in that too. The 5 games. It started as a pick a game. Now I'm like, you know what? Let's just do TV games. We're giving out little signed mini helmets, some jerseys. I don't know if I'm going to bring that back strictly on the Sean Higgs because I got the premium over there for the people on who subscribe there, or whether just general chat. I got to think how we're going to do this because I got all those jerseys to give away. I don't know. Like we said, I don't know. A lot of people in Sacramento, and there's a lot of excitement to see me. It's not Major League Baseball. It's a minor league team in Oakland playing Major League team. I guess it's Major League Baseball because the visiting team is going to be a pro team, and you're going to have a 4A squad out there with a couple prospects. Tomorrow's pick is in soccer. Uruguay +1. The pen is out for David. And any other soccer folks in here, give me your thoughts with David's play. Uruguay +195. France in a draw +100. Portugal money line. Bolivia draw. Oh, this is a parlay. All right. What's the Portugal? Portugal's got to be a huge fave then. Parlay 5 for 275. Michael B says football contests were fun. Saw my Jake Plummer mini helmet. My friends always ask, "What the hell you have a Bronco helmet for?" And it's fun to get a little mini helmet. I mean, you see like behind me. I got I got the Randy White is which let me my finger. Randy White, Johnny Walker Blue, Schellenberger. Underneath here is that's the Boz in Oklahoma, and the other one here. This is from the Superbook. It's Tiki and Rondé Barber signed mini helmet, and there's another Johnny Blue bottle and a llama in the house. But yeah, I got no mini helmets. I got plenty of jerseys. I brought a bunch of jerseys. I didn't buy them. I auctioned them. So we got some auctioned auto jerseys to for everyone to enjoy. All right, that's enough. I mean, what else we got? We got 3 games. Thanks for popping in. Michael B's coming in with the tennis. Tommy Paul, 38 hundos. So a 38 to 1 ticket to win Wilmington. My friend is pretty good at betting tennis. I think 50 on it. Tommy Paul, Wilmington. All right. Okay. Let's see. The poll question on Sean Higgs. Have you liked to subscribe? Yes, doing it now. I dislike polls. Nobody voted. I dislike polls. I guess it sounds a little weird. There we go. Get those polls in here. There you go. It's up to 12 now. Excellent. Thank you for hitting the like button. Poll is now closed on Sean Higgs. Mikey Money. Follow Sports Money Mikey on YouTube and on the X. Parlay Paul and Pagula, 800 to 1 to win Wimbledon. All right, so we got another guy on Paul here. Paul Pagula. All right. I don't know about Wimbledon. That's a big tournament. Yeah. I remember, I'm old enough to remember when Wimbledon was on like HBO. I remember it was on HBO when I was a kid. In the summer, I'm like, what the heck? I just want to watch Goonies. And it was like all Wimbledon on HBO. Anybody that old when Wimbledon was simply on HBO? Pagula and Ruin at 950. All right, POD. Free mind. Hope the Yankees play July 4th. I'm betting them. The Yankees do play July 4th. Every team is playing July 4th. The Yankees are at home versus Cincinnati Reds. Frankie Montas, Marcus Stroman, listed starters. This is how you know baseball wants this done because everybody has a pitcher listed except the Padres. Everybody else, pitchers are listed matchups for those games. HBO tennis, right? HBO tennis. Oh, man. Mike, do you remember, and this is for anybody who's born in the 70s, remember HBO would send to your house, you'd get a little book. It was like, not a TV guide, but it was like that size. It was like way big. And it was the HBO, just HBO programming. And tell you what was on the whole month. Fabulous. It's kind of crap I wish I saved. Just good memories. 45 minutes talking about 3 games. What's wrong with us? We all need help. All right. I'm out of here. Midday money tomorrow. Maybe I'll come in early. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it at 8. Maybe it'll be 9 o'clock in the morning. And that way I could do some baseball cards. I got to get rid of these cards. It's garbage day on Wednesday. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Again, like buttons. YouTube, Winning Free Picks, Sean Higgs. Twitter on the X, Mr. Sean Higgs. Podcast form. Even if you don't listen on podcasts, just subscribe to the channel. Let it play all night. Why not? I haven't gotten a $4 check in 6 months. Let's go. Get those numbers up over there on podcasts. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Good night. Go to sleep for the love of everything holy. Huge day tomorrow betting if you're a degenerate.